Hello and welcome to my channel. This time the topic is gold production. Gold production is a great way to earn ducats. Let's see an example. This is my Spain game and the year is 1800. Spain is doing around 90 ducats each month from gold. That is good money. The price for infantry unit maintenance is 0.2 ducats, meaning that you can maintain nearly 100 infantry units with this income. La Mancha in Spain is a gold producing province. The production income is around 10 ducats a month. If you compare it to the surrounding provinces, you can see that it's nearly 10 times more. These gold producing provinces are very valuable. In this video, I will answer the following questions. How gold income is generated? Where do you find gold? How to improve gold income? And what are the problems with gold and how to deal with them? Question number 1. How gold income is generated? The income breakdown is shown on the province tab. Here, La Mancha. Gold income is classified as production income, but it has differences to the normal trade goods. As you can see, gold is a trade good with a value of 0, meaning that it does not contribute anything to the trade value of the province or the trade node. So, from the trade point of view, gold is useless. The production is also a little bit different. For example, production efficiency doesn't have any role in the calculation. The calculation itself is very simple. You get 40 ducats annually for each goods produced in the province. For example, here the goods produced is 3.18, giving the annual income of 127 ducats, corresponding to 10.6 ducats every month. Now, the goods produced in a province depends on the production development. For each goods produced, you need 5 development. The goods produced has some modifiers. For example, here the manufacturers, which comes from the institutions. So it's very easy. For each good produced, you get 40 ducats annually. But please note that for primitive nations, the income is 10 times lower. Question number 2. Where do you find gold? There are 53 provinces producing gold in the game. You can locate those provinces using the trade good map mode. Select one of the gold producing provinces, zoom out, and you can see where gold is produced. So it's mostly in Southern America, in Central America, and in Africa. You can also use ledger. You have the trade goods locations ledger, and if you go to the gold, here you can see every province that are producing gold together with goods produced number here on the right side. So you can also estimate how much gold is produced in a given province. To get a rough idea, you can also go to the Economy tab and choose the Income Comparison ledger and sort it by gold. Here you can see which countries are producing gold and how much. Question number 3. How to improve gold income? Let's first see two things that do not help. The first one is buildings. There is no manufactory for a gold producing province, so you can't build manufactories. And actually you can't even build production buildings in a gold producing province. So buildings do not help. The other thing that doesn't help is production efficiency. It increases by technology level in administration. So that doesn't help. And this means that the gold income is basically time independent. So you get as much in the beginning of the game as further down the line. So what does help? The first one is very simple. You can raise the production development. Each level raises the income by 8 ducats, which is good and simple. The other thing is that you should keep the autonomy 0. Give the gold producing province immediately to a state. The third thing is that you should not give any gold producing province to an estate. Here I have given this province of Tafifalt to Burghers. And the effect is that the income is reduced by 25%. So never give a gold producing province to an estate. Question number 4. What are the problems with gold and how to deal with them? There are two problems. The first one is inflation and the second one depletion. Let's look first at the inflation. The inflation makes everything more expensive. And gold production is one thing that causes inflation. The amount depends on what is your percentage of gold income compared to your overall income. In this example game, the gold income is 3.1% of the total income. And this causes an inflation equal to half of that, so 1.55%. What can you do for inflation? Well, you can reduce it manually using administrative points. You can hire advisors, and there are also some ideas reducing the inflation. The other problem with gold is that they might deplete. When they deplete, the production is reduced to half. And it is a probabilistic chance of happening, and the higher the product development is, the higher is the probability. For a level 1 province, the probability is 0. It will never deplete. For level 5, the probability is 0.12 every year. Based on these probabilities, it is possible to calculate the half-life. And it depends only on the development level of the province. For a level 5 province, it's over 1,000 years, meaning it will probably never happen. For level 10, it's 282 years, and for level 15, like here in La Mancha, the half-life is 123 years, meaning if you are early in game, it will probably happen. And for level 20, it's only 70 years. This also means that there is an optimum size for a gold mine depending how much game time is left. If you have only under 100 years left, it is the bigger the better. 200 years, the optimum size is 15, as well as 300 years. But if you have over 400 years left, the optimum size is 10. All right. Thank you for visiting my channel, and welcome back again.